18-4932. Council, can you announce your appearances, please?
Aaron Stadler with the Public Defender's Office on behalf of Mr. Ziegler.
Catherine Dito, Deputy C.
Andrea Hanson, Pretrial Services, Broward Sheriff's Office.
Good to see you, ma'am. Mr. Ziegler, I read your motion to modify conditions of pretrial release. What else would you like me to know?
I would like you to know.
Yes, yes, Your Honor, excuse me. If I could call actually Ms. Andrea Hanson, Pretrial Release Services.
Yes, sir.
Did you raise your right hand? You solemnly swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do.
Spell your last name, please.
Andrea Hanson, Hansen, Broward Sheriff's Office, Pretrial Services.
Right, Mr. Stadler?
Ms. Hanson, how long has Mr. Ziegler been on the GPS ankle monitor?
Excuse me, just sure. He's been with pretrial on a monitor since June 15th of 2018, and he's been under my specific supervision since January 3rd of 2019. Close to 2.5 years I've been supervising him.
And during your supervision, has he had any violations to your knowledge?
No.
Has there been any allegations that since he's been under your supervision that he may have violated, and have you looked at any of those allegations?
Yes, sir. I received multiple requests from the state attorney's office to look into allegations from his victim that he had violated the exclusion zones, or that he was in other areas where she was. Exhaustively, I might add, every single allegation, every single date, every single time was tracked through the GPS monitoring multiple times during those requests, and absolutely no violation was ever found. He was never anywhere near those areas.
And what is your position, if any, as a pretrial release officer with Mr. Ziegler having the ankle monitor removed and converted to standard pretrial release?
I believe he would be very compliant on standard supervision with calls and check-ins. I'm well aware that he has very severe medical conditions. He's on dialysis now. He's in renal failure. And he calls me. When he doesn't have to call me, he calls me just to let me know what he's doing, even though it's not really necessary. So I think he would be very successful on standard pretrial.
Thank you so much, Ms. Hanson. I have no further questions for Ms. Hanson.
Any questions for Ms. Hanson?
No, Your Honor.
Thank you, ma'am. I appreciate your participation today. Mr. Stadler, do you have any other evidence or witness testimony?
Yes, if I could briefly, if Mr. Ziegler can hear me, if he can,
turn on your camera, please.
Is my camera on?
Yeah.
Hi, Mr. AC. Hi, Mr. Statler. Hi, everyone. Hi, Miss Hanson.
Mr. Ziegler, can you hear us?
Yes. Yes.
I need you to unmute
I
and
know.
turn on your camera.
Okay. Hit Zoom.
Maybe perhaps get a hold of your client.
you're absolutely that right now, immediately.
Hang on. Hang on.
Can't get any, I don't know why.
Get it on yours.
Okay.
Hang on. I'm trying. Doggone it. Technology. Are you there? Are you on? Oh, come on.
Why don't it work?
I don't know. It's not working for some reason. Somebody blocking our phone?
Assume it's not we're together.
We're together. Can I
We're
talk?
on Zoom, we're on Zoom, but we can't unmute it. Can you unmute it from your end?
If you can, could you please unmute your Zoom connection and turn on your camera?
Run over the screen.
No, hang on. Hang on.
We're working on it, Your Honor. They're almost there. Adam. I appreciate your patience.
Doesn't work. No,
Does yours work?
no, either one.
Okay, tell them it's not working for some reason. I don't want to cancel. Oh, come on, I don't want to do it over again, please. Oh,
We're working on it.
oh, are they working on their end? Hit zoom. There, we got it? Hit zoom, now what's it say?
We're connected to global network.
Yeah. Hit zoom. Hang on, I'm coming. Hang on, here I come. Please, Lord, get me on.
While we're waiting for Mr. Ziegler,
There, I'm on.
some folks
Am I on?
who are on a telephone line, 754 244 8894. Can I help you, ma'am?
Okay, let me get.
Then I'm glad
Let me
that
get
you
out of
are
here,
on
get
the
back
Zoom
in.
broadcast. We are in the middle of his proceeding now, and if you would like to speak,
Oh, shit.
You do it that way.
Can I do it verbally on the phone? Verbally on the phone without the camera?
hold on, folks. So, ma'am, if you could
Hello.
hang on for a moment, mute your mic until it's your turn, and then I'd be glad to hear from you.
I'm on. Here.
Okay. I think we got Mr. Ziegler on the line. Mr. Ziegler, are you able to turn on your video?
I'm trying to, but Joe's got his on, I think.
No.
No, we're trying to get it. We're having technical issues. I don't know if it's on your end or our end. Can I talk? Can I talk while I'm on the phone? Is that okay?
I would prefer that we get a chance.
Okay, you got me?
Okay, you got Joe?
We do.
Okay, here I am.
Yeah.
Alright, turn my volume down. Hello, everyone. Can you see me?
Let me get the volume up.
Take it. Take it off mute.
Okay.
Okay, hang on. I'm taking off mute. Okay, can you hear me? Oh, thank you. Can you see me? Yes, I can. Yes.
solemnly swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
Yes, sir.
Please tell us your name and spell your last name, please.
My first name is Ronald. My last name is Ziegler. Ziegler.
Very good. Mr. Stadler, you may.
Excellent. Mr. Ziegler, I just want to confirm if there's someone else, since Joe's on the Zoom, while you get that echo, so only one person should.
No, okay, we took out the echo. Everything's taken out.
Go on.
Mr. Ziegler, are you willing to waive him on your confidential
Close the phone.
health information?
Shut it down.
With the court today?
Yes. Yes.
Mr. Ziegler, what health issues are you going through right now? If you could describe that for the court.
I'm in searing pain, which means intensified pain with muscle spasms. I have retaining water through my heart and lungs. I have congenital heart failure. I have muscle spasms. I have swellings throughout my body, and I'm retaining blood clots, and they're giving me medications through dialysis. I take dialysis 3 times a day, and without the dialysis, if I miss one dialysis appointment, I'm being told that I could pass away or have a major stroke as a result of it. And also as a result of wearing the monitor on my leg, even though they had loosened it from the courts, I'm developing severe swelling in my legs, and especially in my right leg where I'm wearing the monitor, and I would like it to come off as a result of the physical pain that I'm enduring. I can't even sleep at nights. I can't even get a full 8-hour sleep, and I have to change the monitor every 12 hours to maintain my stability, to maintain my disability, to continue my treatment of physical health. And I'm in such searing pain, which means intensified pain, and the proceedings wearing this monitor on my leg is causing me great physical harm, and it's causing a rapid pace of my declining moments on this earth. I was told by multiple doctors as a result of wearing this monitor and other ailments of my conditions and dialysis, I'm on borrowed time. I could die probably at the end of this year, but there's no time clock on that, Your Honor. Nobody knows the time they're going, but during this time I am having searing pain, and after I do get this off by faith through the judge and the court system and the attorney's office, I could go on with my life and also have a gag order placed on my accuser's mouth from making false reports on me or claims that I'm over there, because 2 judges have already said she has no credibility. Judge Forth from
Yes,
Your
Your Honor.
Honor, I would withdraw that.
That's beyond what you asked for.
All right, thank you, sir.
And I have no further questions for Mr. Ziegler.
David, do you have any questions for Mr. Ziegler?
No, Your Honor.
All right, thank you, Mr. Ziegler.
Your Honor, if I
Do
could
you have any other evidence that you'd like to present?
just briefly inquire with Mr. Goldner, who's sitting right next to Mr. Ziegler, just briefly.
Please raise your right hand. Solemnly swear to affirm the truth and nothing but the truth.
Yes, I will. Tell me God.
What is your name? How do you spell your last name?
Joseph Goldner, Goldner.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you. Mr. Goldner, how do you know Mr. Ziegler?
Well, we met about 10 years ago. He came on a radio show that we do a couple times a week. And we had this guy named Eddie Barbanel on talking about the Down syndrome, acting, and disability. And he asked to bring a friend on, which was Mr. Ziegler. And we got to know him from the radio show, and we became friends after that.
Okay. And so you've been friends with Mr. Ziegler for approximately 10 years?
About that, yes.
Is there anything that you'd, based on your personal knowledge, you want to tell the judge regarding specifically the ankle monitor, how that's adversely affecting Mr. Ziegler?
It's been affecting him psychologically and physically. We've seen over the last couple of years, especially the last year, a total decline of his health. He really can hardly walk. He's in a walker type wheelchair type thing, a wheelie type. It's a motorized thing. He can't walk more than a few feet, and then he starts collapsing. He has problems breathing. I've seen him get what you call mini strokes or some kind of stuff that he moves around. I'm not a doctor, but that's what he's looking at. And his breathing is deteriorating. He's been bloated up. He can't do any real major physical stuff. And it's really going downhill all the way physically. He's unable to do anything really. He counts on his wife Brenda to do most of his work now. And I've seen that total disintegration of his health ever since. And his feet, his legs are like elephant feet because of that monitor. And it's killing circulation, and it's literally killing him.
Thank you very much, Mr. Goldner. I have no further questions, Mr. Goldner.
David, do you have any questions for Mr. Goldner?
No, Your Honor.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Your Honor, the witnesses.
David, do you have any evidentiary presentation?
Yes, Your Honor. I have the victim in the case, Ms. Linda Mendola. I did inform her she would have to appear via video in order to testify. I don't know if she has the ability to do that right now.
Ms. Mendola, good morning, ma'am. How are you? Ms. Mendola.
Can you hear me now? Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Is there some way,
Okay.
Ms. Mendola, is there some way that you can put us on video?
I don't know if I can do that. I've tried to work the Zoom, but I don't know what I need to do in order to say that it's been very, very difficult and horrible, and that the older person that you just listened to is someone who's been calling me, someone who's been texting me,
suffering, really. And, you know,
Is there anything else
this guy with no remorse, he's telling you to put a gag order on me. He has no remorse. It's horrible what I'm suffering. It's horrible. They're monsters.
anything else you'd like to do?
It's just been a really horrible thing for me to go through what I'm going through. It doesn't stop. I understand that there are ways in which that each grouping is dealt with as far as the monitor is concerned to make sure that things are not happening, but things are absolutely happening. And he has a lot of third parties, including this Goldner person. The Goldner seems to be the only one just doing things that are menial like phone calls and but the others are doing god awful things, theft, criminal violence and damage and vandalism. It's horrible what I've been through. But they're all everything's getting done under the wire.
Decline. No. Hello. Okay.
You know what I'm going through, but this is horrible. This guy, I mean, has anyone spoken to the doctors? Because every time they've ever said that he is having the doctor has spoken to him, and the doctors always say there's nothing wrong.
There's been no question posed to the victim. You know, there's not sworn testimony at this time.
I apologize, I can't get on film, sir.
All right, Ms. McDonough, I appreciate you coming on today and giving me the perspective.
Sure.
I hope that you appreciate, though, that in the courts, we only can base things on what we can prove. And even if there is no final conviction, if it's not able to be proven, then I can't consider it. You understand? I
understand.
You're able to understand.
Yes, sir. I do.
Okay. All right. Ms. McDonough, I appreciate very much what you told me. All right, Ms. Davis, you have evidence?
No, Your Honor. No, Your Honor.
Anything further, Mr. Stadler?
Yes, Your Honor, I would just note that as was testified to by the pretrial release officer, Mr. Ziegler has been out on pretrial release since 2018 with the monitor, no violations. As Ms. Hanson, there were some allegations made while on pretrial release, which were investigated by pretrial release that turned out not to be true. We've heard significant health issues that Mr. Ziegler is suffering from. Despite those issues, he remains compliant with pretrial release. He's clearly had no violations for the past 2 years, significant health issues that are being adversely affected by the monitor. He's not very mobile at all to be any kind of threat to the victim at this juncture. So we would just be asking that he be converted to standard pretrial release based on all the testimony we've heard today and the length of time he's been out with no violations and what the pretrial release officer testified about.
Ms. David?
Yes, Your Honor, thank you. The state is objecting to removing the monitor. I know Ms. Mendola's testimony was not sworn. I can proffer to the court that that's consistent with the conversations I've had with her and the conversations she's had with the assistant state attorneys in the past. Due to the charges of aggravated stalking, the allegations and everything going on in the case has been going on for over 10 years, and the allegations are serious. For the safety of the victim, the state believes it's important to keep Mr. Ziegler on a monitor to ensure that he is not going anywhere near her, and the courts know where he is to ensure the safety of the victim based on the allegations in this case and her fear for her safety.
Any further, Mr. Stadler?
Just reiterating my previous arguments and nothing further.
Yeah, that would not be further. That would be.
Yeah.
All right, folks. I want to thank everyone who has testified. I've taken it all into serious consideration. Mr. Stadler, I'm going to grant your motion. And I am particularly consideration of testimony given by Ms. Hanson about the performance of Mr. Ziegler under her direct supervision. On one hand, it seems that in the past, the monitor about which we're having this discussion has been used by Mr. Ziegler as a defense. When allegations were made that he was somewhere he was not allowed to be, the monitor showed that he wasn't. So in many ways, the monitor has been beneficial to Mr. Ziegler in the past. But it appears, based upon the testimony given today, that monitor is more of a medical and physical detriment at the current time. I find that the monitor is now a medical threat to Mr. Ziegler, and given his lack of mobility and physicality, it doesn't really serve the purpose that it might serve in an otherwise more robust person. In addition, the kinds of things about which Ms. Mendola complained in her conversation with me today could have been done without a monitor. The monitor was irrelevant to the third-party contact about which she's complaining. So taking all of those factors into consideration, including the health effects on Mr. Ziegler, I'm going to grant the motion to remove the GPS. Put him on standard pretrial release. Now, Mr. Ziegler, what that means is you still need to abide by all the conditions of pretrial release.
Yes, sir.
I assume that one of the conditions is, and if it's not, it will be, that you have no contact whatsoever, direct or indirect, with Ms. Mendola.
Not at all, sir.
That means not only can you not be in the same place and she is at the same time, that's a direct contact. Not only can you not call her or talk to her, or mention her in social media, or text her, anything that directly has communication between you and her. It also prohibits indirect contact. In other words, anybody in any way contacting Ms. Mendola on your behalf, anyone else having any direct contact, anyone else doing anything to her, anyone else texting her or emailing her or contacting her or phoning her, that's also just as prohibited. You understand me, Mr. Smith?
Yes, sir, I do. I so solemnly do, sir. Thank you very much.
All right, folks.
Your Honor, I would just like, Your Honor, just to, again, reiterate the social media, no posting about the victim in the case.
Oh, that is, that Mr. Ziegler, anyone wants shall have anything to do with Ms. Mendola.
Okay,
And that, of course, includes social media,
okay.
because that's one of the ways in which we communicate today.
Yes.
Let me
The
take
way in which we communicate today. So,
Your Honor, can I get a message in here? Linda Mendola,
Mr. Golder, I don't need to hear from you right now.
okay, she is under federal investigation. It has nothing to do with us.
Anthony, would you like to say something?
Yes, Judge, I would request that those things that you mentioned be included in the court order because they're a little outside the realm of pretrial. They're very specific to this case. So in addition to the monitor being removed, placed on standard, if all those victim contact things could also be on the court order, Mr. Stadler. And also, I need to instruct Mr. Ziegler to report to the pretrial office tomorrow morning before 11 a.m. There's no clients allowed in the building after 11.
Okay.
Thank you.
David, I'm going to ask that you write this order.
Yes, Your Honor,
Run it by Mr. Stadler.
of course.
And Ms. Hanson, in some ways, this is like this isn't that much different from the state, from a
So they feel
order in pretrial.
around him. We're gonna stop it.
I want it to be as harshly stated and as clearly understood
I understand, sir.
Make sure that she does, that her friends don't believe it.
Her friends.
Her
Okay,
friends.
thank you, Judge, will do.
Anything further, folks, on this case?
Oh,
I want to thank Mr.
Get your
Holder.
friends.
I didn't mean to be harsh with you a moment ago.
yeah. Okay.
Oh, can I include something, Your Honor? Can I include something? I don't want my friend,
Where you're at.
yeah, I just don't want my friends being contacted by her either.
What, any of her friends?
Mr.
Well, her
Siegler,
friends.
Yes,
please don't interrupt.
okay, I'm sorry.
And that's okay. I mean, you feel anxious about something, please don't interrupt me.
Okay,
But if in fact you have issues, that's not before me today. So if you have issues about that, talk with your lawyer, you see how you can pursue those issues if they're pursuable in the law.
okay. Thank you very much.
For these purposes, I want it clearly understood. There's going to be no communication or contact in
On
any
both
way
sides.
from you and anyone on your behalf to Ms. Bengola. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
And the same for us.
And that's the same for her on both sides?
No, sir, it's not. It's
Oh,
for you.
okay.
It's for you.
Okay, thank you very much.
So she's allowed to know you?
You seem to be equivocating.
I understand now. I understand. Joe's telling me to say, disagree and go on with your life. That's what he's telling me.
Mr. Stadler, talk to Mr. Stadler. He'll tell you the same thing perhaps.
Okay,
He'll certainly tell you to obey the court's order.
okay. I apologize for my behavior.
I understand it's an anxious time.
Yes.
I need you to clearly understand me, all right?
Okay, sir.
I appreciate it.
Thank you, my friend. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, all my friends, good and bad.
Everybody, all right, thank you, folks.
Thank you.
Ms. Mendola, thank you so much for appearing today.
Thank you, folks.
The judge, is you off?
Are we off?
Are we off?
Is my phone off?
I mean, no, I'll have to shut it down here.
I'm very frightened by the situation. It's terrible. It really is.
Thank you, Ms. Mendola. I wish you the best of luck with your situation.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
All right, everybody have a good day. All right, we'll move on to the next case.
Let me shut it down.
All right, let's go back to Sabrina. Hello?